frequently asked question.
If you have any frequently asked questions, let me know in the comments and I'll try to address them in the future. That's what this thing is all about, is answering those questions that everybody feels stupid for asking, because I had a lot of them when I started. One thing that I've learned from messing with all of this gear is that all these chords and MIDI settings and filters and envelopes and wires, it drives you crazy. Sometimes just hooking this stuff up can suck all inspiration out of you and make you wish that you had just, I don't know, went back to playing guitar. Hopefully I can help you come up with some tips to make this thing we call music a little more fun. The very first thing you're going to need for a good song is a good song. The hardest thing to come up with is an idea. Start out with something simple that really kind of gives you the feels. That's tip number one. Tip number two is going to be to start on the instrument that you're most comfortable with. If you're a piano player, start there. If you're a guitar player, start there. Usually you can get a good idea of where you're going with the song if you start where you're most comfortable. Tip two is, if you don't know, ask. That's the whole purpose of this series, is to get rid of the stigma that, there are stupid questions when it comes to music. Really, any question is a good question, because, when I started this, I had no idea how to play anything. Tip three, get out of your own way. A lot of people, the first thing they do when they make 1-2 bar loop up is they just loop it for 2 hours until they're tired of it. Don't do that. Listen to it a few times and then start thinking about where you would go next with it. What are you going to do after this loop? And how long is the loop going to play? Those kind of questions can make the difference between an infinite loop and an actual progression. Tip 4 is to like and subscribe this video. Tip 5, stay alive. Tip 6 is to pay attention to other people's reaction when you play it for them. You can find out a lot about how it affects people in general just by looking at other people's reaction to the song when they first hear it. If you have a specific question, once again, please put it in the comments and I'll address it. I try to get back to everybody, but if I don't, just bug me. I don't mind. In no time, I'm going to have you using one of these things and spending all your money. You just hang in there with me, buddy.